Hey, great Monday evening. For some reason, I was going to say Monday morning. Great Monday evening. It's a cold evening in the city. Is it cold outside, Sam? And now for the weather. Sam is frozen. It must be cold. Is it
The
cold
weather must
outside?
be affecting it. It's 48 degrees.
That's cold. I felt it. I was at the office, and for some reason, I fell asleep, and I fell asleep,
That's
and I
odd.
woke up, and I was feeling cold, and we're like, what the heck? So I actually put on my winter dress jacket. I put that on. Let me say, I something's weird because something's weird. Something's going on because this morning, usually, guys, we have great shows. Is the and you think, oh well, it's a morning show. We're probably gonna get, I think, yeah, maybe 150, at the most 170 people watching on it. You know how many people watched
Three
that
people,
show this morning? Huh?
like about three people.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the Frankie show. It's no, man. It tripped me out. The Roman show. It tripped me out. Like 600 people were watching the morning show and going like, "What the hell?" De repente, ¿dónde
For a
salió tanta
morning.
gente? Yes, for a morning. And I'm going like,
Wow.
what the hell did we talk about this morning? Something was going on. Something's going on. I think a lot of
I
it
want
has
to
to do
say
with.
I do remember, but I don't.
I'm going to think that a lot of it has to do with what everyone's going through here locally. It's a trip, bro. And something was up with all those crazy lines out there. With
All
all the
those testings,
huh?
all the testings.
Yeah, all the crazy lines out there in testing. And I'm going like, what in the world is going on? But uh, it's a little bit on the confirmed side. Cameron County threw out that little gift, the little marker that they made or something. I just posted it, but like 1,200 positives,
Yep.
and that's it was weird because it jumped up from 30 positives to 1,250. I mean, how do you explain that?
I don't know,
Did,
man. It's
did
outrageous.
you see?
Parties, maybe.
Maybe, but I mean, the lines were out there before the start of Christmas Eve, no?
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas. I don't know, man. Something's weird. Something's up. They also finally reported, although I think that Eder Hernandez had already made mention of it. They finally reported the first Omicron uh, case here in Brownsville, Texas, and it's a 29-year-old. It's kind of young. I think 29 is young. Someone's trying to pop on, but they're having McDonald's internet issues for some reason.
No, man. There was
People,
a little lag, so I had to take you off the headphones.
I was wondering if you heard anything about what happened around 2 and 3 in the morning on Austin Road. Sandy, a vehicle was involved. No, not yet. Let me get to the comments and see
And
if.
going back to the views, man, I think it's because of all they're trying to figure out if the schools are going to be like closed for the next couple of days.
Yeah,
I think that's why they might have logged in because you're the first source of information
there's no. As of right now,
instead of the
West.
websites from schools.
Yeah, as of now, Westlaco, PI, And
But as far as testing,
t- testing. Hello.
yeah, I know Westico moved it, and I know there's another San Benito.
San Benito, Port Isabel, Westlaco have all as they moved it to the 10th of January. BISD
Yeah,
nothing. And that's again that goes back, and I'm just going to say this goes back to the same thing that we've been saying for a long, long time, guys. There's absolutely no leadership coming out of BISD, and it's really unfortunate because BISD is and this is the way it should be, folks. BISD is the largest school district south of San Antonio, has the largest budget, $585 million a year. They were the group that received more ESSER funds than any other educational group south of San Antonio. They also received more of the Elon Musk money, guys. So with that, you think they'd have more resources available out there. And with the resources and with the attorneys and with the professionals and everything, you think that they show an ounce of leadership out there and say this is what we're going to do. And look, and I know that John's going to contradict and stuff, and that's cool. Look, guys, I'm not saying the best thing to do is to close down the schools, but I want to hear something. Tell me what you're going to do. But my thing, Sam, is don't only tell me what you're going to do, explain why you're doing it. You know, give me a reason. Because if you're going to, continue,
or show by example of those masks when you go to parties.
well,
That'll be a
yeah,
first step.
that would be a great first step. If you're going to be out there and say, hey, we are going to mandate masks for all teachers, all students, then maybe if you're going to be that type of individual, then maybe when you're out there having those steak and lobster dinners that you had for the individuals at the Glass Palace, maybe wear a mask because you're making everybody else wear a mask, not make a mask. Be kind of like a good school project to make masks.
Yeah.
You know that? Make your own mask. But if you're going to, if you're
Make
going
your
to
own
be
designs.
yeah, if you're going to be out there and insisting that individuals wear their masks, then you wear your mask. But there's no leadership whatsoever, nothing coming out.
There's no communication as well, no leadership. They
Nothing.
just gotta post something up there, throw them a line. McDonald's Wi-Fi too. Hey,
McDonald's.
he's right next to me.
Yeah. Maggie decided to get right next to Sam, and it's the Voltron effect for some reason.
We're having dinner. We're talking this over dinner.
Sharing nuggets, McNuggets, and no Maggie.
God.
This is Maggie trying to struggle with
It's the weather, bro. I'm telling you.
No,
Because you live in downtown area and they have the best service ever.
I don't live.
Because I'm not gonna tell you why.
Oh, tell me why now. Now I'm interested to know why you think that. First of all,
Because of that new project, the Wi-Fi project.
I want to know why you think I live downtown. Second, I want to know
No,
why
that you are in downtown right now.
Oh, you said I live downtown.
No, that you are in downtown right now.
Oh, yeah, but you said live.
No, you are in downtown right now, which I'm assuming that's where you get your Wi-Fi from or your internet from.
Yeah.
Weren't they pushing that whole project Wi-Fi project for downtown
Again,
area?
all that.
Or did I misinterpret that?
It's not going. No, it's not going to happen, Sam. All that is, hey, let me look, guys. I'm doing something. We're going to put out internet, and people believe that crap, and they go like, "Oh, they're going to put out internet." It doesn't happen. It just does not happen. Again, it's the squirrel tactic. But people like Sam fall for it all the time. They fall for it. They
I heard
believe
you
that
guys have like 5G networks over there.
it's good to have a business account downtown. Well, that's actually one of the reasons why I do the show from here is because well, and you might be partially right. There's less people using internet in this area at this time of the night. You know, it's just me and
Yeah.
Trex and me.
Compared to
Eh,
all the gamers in Alton Glory.
exactamente. Good evening, Kenina Hermosa. Let me get the comments, then we'll go into what's going on, I guess, today. Good evening, Stephanie Hermosa. Good evening, a cat. Good morning, evening, a royal. Good evening, good evening. Los maestros de BIC vienen viendo el video de Erasmo en vez de... I did get a lot of that this morning. A lot of people were out there saying like, "We're actually watching you, and we're supposed to be here at work." I go like, "I don't care. You have my permission." Good evening, Kevin.
You're part of the morning news.
Actually, I sort of think muchos positivos, otro lockdown. Okay, uh, no, I don't think that we're ever going to go back into a lockdown. But there are a lot of positives. Why are they opting to call me in the middle of a show? This person's been trying to
Like
call
they don't
me.
know your schedule, bro.
Guys, I mean, the people who stalk me not know my schedule. Guys, if you're stalking me, it's a big fail. And again, guys, for
It's
some
probably
reason,
Maggie.
no, it wasn't Maggie. I just checked. No, it's someone that goes sends me a message says like Erasmo and calls, and of course I was asleep. Calls and then says Erasmo, I need to talk to you. It's important. I'm going like, uh, what do you need? Because look, there's two things I don't like. I will never, ever, ever, guys. I definitely will never, ever listen to a recorded message that anyone sends. If you send me a recorded message on WhatsApp or on Messenger, be assured I'm not going to listen to it. Absolutely not. I refuse. So that's one thing I won't do. Two, I will not answer a Facebook Messenger call after you tell me I really need to talk to you. It's an emergency. I will not answer. Will not answer. And the reason I won't answer is because if it were an emergency, you tell me what you're calling about. And now Sam's gone berserk. You know, tell me why you're calling and why it's such an emergency. And I'm the only one out here with decent internet. But do not send me recorded messages and do not send me messages saying it's an emergency. I really need to talk to you because if you can't explain to me in a sentence or two, this is what's going on, call me. I will not respond.
You'd be like, long story short, this is what
Long
needs to
story short,
happen. And this
yes,
is my question.
please. Those rapists, those rapists are
Rapid
coming over
test.
to Mexico.
That's a test that they give you once you cross from Mexico over here.
Once you
We need
come
to
from
know if
Mexico
you're a rapist.
and you go to that garage downtown where Trex Mendex is out there making money off all the illegals, they give you a rapist test.
We want to know if you turn left or right.
Swipe left or swipe right. Do you think Shirley should hold off on starting school again? No, no. Look, guys. There's nothing
If
that can be.
anything, online, right? That
Yeah,
should still be an
yes,
option, even though I know it's more hassle.
but yeah, but we're better. At the end of the day, guys. Yeah, it's over. It's done, and it is the voters' fault. The voters have to eat this up. So yeah, send your kids to school. I'm done. Send your kids to school because we've been out there screaming for a year and a half, guys, in regards to let's delay openings. Let's go out there. Let's make sure that we kick this virus in the butt. No one listened. No one listened. No one cared. What happened to all those teachers out there? All those teachers out there that went out there and voted for the other side of the aisle. Screw you. So no, no, do not delay opening the schools. Do not delay opening the schools. And maybe now that I've said don't delay in opening the schools, maybe now they're going to delay opening the schools.
Probably.
People with a cold are testing positive. Well, if people with a cold are testing positive, then we've got crappy tests, you know. But a
Maybe you have a
thousand,
cold and COVID. No.
I guess. Well, I actually posted on my private page either I got COVID or I ate too much today because I feel like crap. But since I've already said that I'm never going to get COVID, I
You
probably
look like you have COVID.
I probably ate too much. Guys, I'm a danger shopping. I actually went to Sam's today. And you go to Sam's and you buy crap you don't really need. And the problem with going to Sam's, not you, Sam, the problem with going to Sam's is that then you buy a bunch of crap in big bulk. Like I bought this big old bag of cauliflower straws. They're like chips, but they're straws and they're made out of cauliflower. Why the hell am I buying cauliflower straws?
You're trying
Because,
to fit the agenda.
huh?
You're trying to fit the agenda.
I guess
No.
cauliflower straws. I bought cheese puffs and I bought, oh, this big old bag of cheese crisps, wisps. And let me tell you, we need a whole heck load of them. They're good. I probably should have bought 2 bags.
And then just don't forget to like the page when you go to
Oh, God,
YouTube.
yeah. If you're on YouTube, those 47 people out there, please like the damn page, guys. Omicron has an infection rate of 10, when Delta had an infection rate of 7, and the original had an infection rate of 2.5. That's a lot, right?
Which should be alarming.
Yeah, but the argument is that Omicron, is that it's just like a cold. Symptoms aren't that bad,
Yeah.
and so part of
But
the
that's
rise.
because of the vaccine, or it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think it's stated on that article that the county put up there that a big old chunk of people were vaccinated and still get Omicron. This girl that got the Omicron here in Brownsville was vaccinated.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had seen a post about the symptoms for Omicron, and then they
Yeah.
had posted a picture of the NyQuil with all the symptoms. I'm like, well, take some NyQuil because it was the same symptoms for like the multi symptoms.
Well,
So
I
there's
did
your
read.
solution.
Did you see the article where the governor of the state of Texas is actually out there asking the federal government for help with uh, tests and that treatment that they're doing, the fusion treatment?
Yeah, the fusion treatment. I heard that they were running super low on it, but I didn't know that he was asking the federal government for it.
Yeah, one with the counter. It's crazy. My gel stopped working, and that's why I got my lambido. It's my Hitler look. It's not a comb over.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. Necesito el bigote así nomás.
It's,
No.
good evening, my brother, my man. Good evening. So is the Brownsville mayor in a Tesla already? I heard that he was. I haven't confirmed, but I heard that he was. I would not doubt it.
Mm.
And I'm over county judge 2022. I appreciate that. I'm actually running for county commissioner. But the vote's a vote. Oh heck, or high water, we are going to start Wednesday. Come heck or high water. Yeah, I think so.
I was actually seeing a video right now about New York that they had started uh, the school, but they were like already like they had to postpone the schools because a lot of teachers were already calling in with COVID, so
Well,
they had to postpone it for like a couple of days.
I think the real problem, guys, the real problem is flooding of the emergency rooms in the hospitals,
Yeah,
and that's going to be a mess. But again, do I think that school should be delayed here in Brownsville? No, not anymore. Too late. I mean, it's too late.
like don't delay it. I think the better option would be go online. You know, don't delay it. Just go online, do it from there. Although it's not the same learning process,
Well,
um, but
my,
for the
my
moment,
question is,
it's a
do
better
you think
option.
you think parents are going to send their kids on Wednesday?
I don't. I don't think so.
Would you send your kids on Wednesday? Are you going to send your kids on Wednesday?
They don't start until the 10th. That's a good thing over here in Los Rezos.
Los Frenos sucks.
They're the best school district around here. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is, let me tell you, Brownsville sucks because of the leadership, the lack of leadership they have. But Los Frenos mega sucks. That let me tell you, I always complain about how our school board here is uneducated, and they are very, very uneducated. Los Fresnos, my God, I don't think they have one single bachelor's degree amongst all of them. I don't think if you put no, I'm not just going. I don't think that if you
Yeah.
put all the credit hours of all those people on the Los Fresnos board, they would make
Yeah.
an associate's degree. You know?
I haven't even looked into them, like into the board meetings. I try to even go to the city meetings here, but days go by real quick and they keep on changing not changing the days, but it's different days.
Yeah. I
But
think if you put every single one of their college hours together, all of them, it probably maybe adds up to an associate's degree. That's how dumb they are. And it shows because of the lack of policy procedure that they put forward. Stop talking bad about my school district.
I know they already
Oh,
recently started doing some remodeling for the whole school district, and they're gonna do some adding of technology programs, career and technology programs already over here.
if Erasmo
But as
wins,
far as
he if Erasmo wins, he will skinny dip in their second. Let me say, guys, I will not. And for some reason, I don't know what the hell. Big Daddy's probably in my mind, but I was thinking about skinny dipping this afternoon. I don't know why, because it'd probably be the most embarrassing thing in the world for anyone to watch or to see. But let me say, guys, I will do if I win this election, guys. I will go out there and do something like crazy. I don't know, something crazy.
you probably show up for a meet and greet. That's the craziest thing you probably do.
The Erasmo show and the date at and a date night. Wow. I got tickets to go see Volbeat and Ghost in February, Iron Maiden and September, and NASCAR in May. Santa really liked me this year, bro. Let me know about Iron Maiden. I wouldn't mind going seeing Iron Maiden in September. I think I'll pass on the NASCAR
Are you
and
sure?
yeah, Last time I checked, I'm still Mexican. But let me know, bro, when Iron Maiden, where's my Iron Maiden's going to be at? I might. I mean, not that you're inviting me, but
Have you seen the promo video for Edinburgh Motorsports Speedway?
uh-uh.
They have the 956 AOB song.
956 AOP song.
AOB, yeah. You'll search it up later. It's funny as hell.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you for the gifts. They've already in Mexico. No, wait. Love the Spurs, my man. Downtown has a good internet over here by Robbie. I used to pay the 400 Mpbs. and still went
Megabytes per
out.
second
Megabytes per B. What's the B
per
for?
second
What's the
per
B for? That's the
bytes.
P. What about the B as in
I
boy?
know they put it backwards. It's Mbps.
Oh, learn something new every day. Thank you, Sam. Vicente,
I don't know. I don't know anything.
we're learning that. Good evening. Good evening. Happy New Year, Lucy. Those rapid tests that are being done give false results. That's one of the things that I think that we've been reporting on how individuals have taken those rapid tests and they go and they come out negative or something, and they go out and then all of a sudden they find out they were actually positive. Guys, let me say, what can you do now? You know?
And you know what? You know why they're not going to cancel the school? Because now they're going to have the nurses doing the testing. Remember?
Yeah, but and one of I'm glad you brought up the nurse thing. One of the things, uh, one of the things that someone had mentioned in regards to the nurses was, wait a minute, when were they supposed to go out there and get trained to do all this stuff? And then a friend of mine went out there and said, "Well, did you expect them to get trained during Christmas or New Year's?" And we're like, "No, but maybe get trained during the summer, you know." But that would
Yeah.
mean that individuals would have to think in the future and be like a little bit proactive, which this district was completely not, because there was no plan, because there is no plan. I threw out there today a note that was shared amongst principals and amongst the upper staff there at BISD. They were nowhere prepared for anything. Erasmo, where can I pick up some N95 masks for my mom? They're both work for the district. Easy. Stop by my office, 1240 East Madison. Guys, I want them prepared for
You
something.
said they were not prepared at all. The BASD.
Huh?
You said that BASD was not prepared at all, and somehow
They're
they're
not
better than
prepared.
those Fresnos.
They're not prepared at all. No, well, Los Fresnos peor. Well, I know, and let me say, part of the problem, Sam, I don't know if you were watching back then. My issue with Los Fresnos is, I said, guys, Los Fresnos, take the initiative because BISD is not going to do crap. And Los Fresnos was out there waiting for BISD to do something, and BISD was sitting on their thumbs, and they did nothing.
They were waiting, but Browns was actually waiting for McAllen's action.
Exactamente. Or Edinburgh. They wait. No, and it's
Yeah.
true. And unfortunately, they wait to see what Edinburgh does or what McAllen does, and then they go like, "Well, this is what we're going to do." And then what's even more funny is that Rene Gutierrez, Dr. Gutierrez, then goes out there and says, "Oh, they follow our lead." Uh, no, they don't. There is no lead. There is no lead. And the problem with Los Fresnos is that, and let me say something that San Benito and that Port Isabel, they learned the hard way because all these schools back when COVID started, all these schools were out there waiting to see what Brownsville was going to do, and Brownsville did nothing. So all these school districts were ill prepared. And then now it seems Port Isabel said, "Screw BISD," and San Benito también. They said, "Screw you, BISD. We're just going to do what we think is right." And I can appreciate that. I don't agree anymore. I think it's just too late. They should have just kept everyone online. Had everyone homeschool. And
Because you
look, at
would
the
think
end
that
of the day,
they'll be more proactive, but they're not.
yeah, at the end of the day, Sam, it's the parents' fault. You send your kids to school. It's that simple. Keep them at home. You want them to be as safe as possible, keep them at home, because you already know that the school district it's going to be impossible for them to keep the kids safe. And a parent advocate came out and sent me a message. But at Erasmo, the superintendent told us that they have purified classrooms. I said, are you dumb? You know, do you
What happened to
really?
those things, by the way?
Yeah. I said, do you really believe that? And first of all, those air purifiers that cost I don't know how many hundreds of $1,000s, those were only for the office. You know, for a limited group, not for the whole school. What happened to those machines that were going to sanitize and clean? They disappeared. Disappeared. $1 million machines. They disappeared. Guys, what do
I'm
you
pretty sure there was two charged for them.
Well, yeah, but look, Sam, what do people expect? They voted for this crap, you know? And that's one of the reasons why, that's one of the reasons, guys. I literally decided, you know what? I'm done with BISD. I'm done with running for BISD. Maybe my last race that I run, because I have 3 races in front of me. One of them is going to be for county commissioner. I'm going after I win as county commissioner. I'm going to run for mayor of the city of Brownsville, and I might decide to run for BISD just to kick them in the nuts. I just might do that. But at the end of the day, I'm done, guys. And one of the things that I've shared in public, in private, that I'm going to share now in public because I share everything, guys. If you all, as a district, as parents, if y'all want to eat crap, eat crap, eat crap, because that's what you're getting from this district. You're getting crap, crap. And unfortunately for you, for the district, for the people here in Brownsville, unfortunately, the ones that you're hurting are your kids. Pero les encanta, les encanta. And y'all thought it was very, very funny. What, screw Erasmo. Well, that's fine. Screw Erasmo, but Erasmo's going to be okay because Erasmo's handsome and totally not fat. Erasmo is still going to be the number one, the king of all local social media. Erasmo is still going to be the most famous individual here in Brownsville. More people recognize Erasmo than they recognize the mayor of the stupid city of Brownsville. I'm still me. That's the difference, guys. That's the difference. And you still have
Whatever happened to all the audits that they promised?
Huh?
What happened to all the audits that they promised?
Not a one, Sam. Not a one. And there was so much to audit, There was so much to audit. And does anyone want proof? I'll give you proof that there was so much to audit. I'll give you proof that there was so much to audit. Sylvia Atkinson, Minerva Peña, Sylvia Atkinson's sisters, Sylvia Atkinson's brother, Adela Garza. I'll give you proof that it should have been audited. Those $300,000 that Sam mentioned this morning, the $30,000 that the Rata principal from Burns stole. You want more proof? What about Arambula over there at Records? What about the maintenance department buying all that crappy crap? Fertilizer. You want more proof? Bitch it up. Shut up. Shut up. Biden wanted to open up. This is
and the list goes on, man.
It
does,
as
far as we have mentioned.
Yeah, but and this is what really trips me out, Sam. Do people want more proof? Trey Mendez pocketing hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want more proof? And you got those butt kissers out there. Oh, you're doing such a great job, Mayor.
Great job, Mayor.
Great job. Great job. The Limas. Oh, yes. Great job, Limas. Great job, Limas. Great job, United Way of Brownsville. Y'all doing such good for the children. Shut up. Ratas. What's the word on the cases? How many in Brownsville? 1,250. Yes. We've had one case. Yes, Lucy. Are you not on my page? Lucy. I've been
I think that the 1,200, the 1,200, I think that was for the Cameron County. But I'm not too sure on that, though.
On what?
Oh,
yeah. The 1,200 is in Cameron County, but Brownsville is Cameron County. Brownsville is the most populated city in Cameron County. So a great big old chunk of those, I would easily say probably 1,000 of those are just from Brownsville.
Yeah, probably.
But with that said, yes, Lucy, we had Omicron. We had one 29-year-old.
And let's not mention the list that doesn't have any dates that's online for Brownsville, the city of Brownsville, with all the future projects that's supposed to have like all the expenditures, prices, and all that other stuff.
Did you find out what happened to the 8
The only
bus
thing I
stops?
found out, no, I only found out that it's 8 bus stops, but they're like get them like ADA approved, which is like the whole ramp and shelter, and that's only going to be on at Southmost and International, and then supposedly around the whole city, it's going to be between 25 and 40 bus stops. But there's no like, okay, by this day we're going to have so many and whatnot. There's nothing like that.
So
It's just a general statement, just to kind of keep you on the line.
this is the squirrel effect. Would you agree? This is what we're gonna do,
Yeah,
and then people will go out there. Oh yeah, they're going to do this, and then we get nothing.
good job, Mayor.
776 confirmed. Yeah, I was close. I said 1,000 confirmed cases in December 31st. 2 deaths, one useless president. President Biden preach. The girl was vaccinated, but no booster. Well, 2 vaccines, guys. That sucks. One symptom of Omicron is to transform into a Chevy Camaro. I actually thought of the same thing
Super sport.
when I saw. Well, because I guess I don't know if it's because of your Voltron thing, but I actually was thinking the same thing. Every time I hear Omicron, I think of the Decepticons.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why they can't give them better names. And Roswell Mayer needs to get a testosterone test because his smile is so feminine. There's nothing wrong with that. Not, I'm not laughing at Trex Mendick's femininity. There's no antibody treatment here yet, is there? No. I just don't want to go to school.
The COVID-19 pills did get approved, though.
Huh?
Did you see those about the COVID-19 pills?
It's not approved yet. It's the Pfizer one.
Could
No,
have sworn they were, but
no, I think they weren't approved.
yeah, for
FDA.
COVID-19.
Yeah, it was a Pfizer pill. It wasn't FDA approved as of yet. And I think they haven't done a lot of testing. I think a lot of folks out there were still taking it or wanting to take it. I did read today that Israel has already taken the 4th shot, the second booster, for individuals that are over the age of 60 and with immunocompromised conditions. I just don't want to go to school, not because of COVID, but because of the constant harassment by school administrators. They follow me into class to scream about a mask. Put on your mask, Jack Edward. Yeah, while they're out there eating filet mignon and not wearing a mask, bastards. You tell them I said that, Jack. Tell them, hey, Erasmo said you're a bastard. But don't get in trouble. What? Los Fresnos does not suck. It sucks.
I don't know, but they got by district champions for football. That's all I gotta say.
For football?
Yeah, they went by district.
Well, yeah.
And all the way, they went all the way to like San Antonio.
They're a 3A school or something?
Nah, like 6A. No?
Don't they play junior high kids and stuff like that?
No, we look like junior high ones who get to play Austin people, man. Those people are a beast.
Man,
They're
those
like college ready. And
God, let me tell you guys, I've seen some of those kids that play up in San Antonio, Austin. I mean, again, the African American kids, the black kids. My God, you think that they just came out of prison or something? And that's not a racist statement. I'm saying that they're all. I mean, they're all.
I think their average height is like 6 feet.
They're
man.
all pumped up.
Height.
Sam, they've got more muscles than I ever dreamed of having. I mean, they're going like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm in 9th grade." Going like, "What the hell? Like what? What do they?
Which 9th grade?
Huh?
9th grade for the how many times?
Yeah. What do they feed those guys over there? No, but no, it's not just the African Americans, the Mexicans out there.
You know what they feed them?
Huh? What do they feed them? It's not just
But you know what they feed them though, right?
What do they feed them?
It's they they don't feed them. It's like not rotten barbacoa, not rotten barbacoa.
No spoiled barbacoa. Or the barbacoa game.
No
No,
spoiled barbacoa.
but let me tell you, even the Mexicans that play basketball and football over there, damn Mexicans, bro. You're supposed to be damn short, frijolero. You're supposed to be short and
Okay,
stocky. Eh? Todos
so
mus-
hater, you're supposed to pick
it's
Bolero.
true. They're all todos muscular and going like, what happens up north that these guys get so pumped up? And I'm probably going to get some hate mail because of that. I don't care. Burns' principal is worthless. She's letting one of her teachers get prosecuted for something he did not do. She could have stopped it and she didn't. Yes. And let me just clarify, guys. The $30,000 thief was the other principal that was there. For some reason, Burns gets crappy principals, man. They suck. Suck. The other principal stole the $30,000. The one that was a cuatacha with Sylvia, $30,000. This Burns principal finally, McDonald's kicked in.
You don't even want to know.
No, this Burns principal is horrible. And yeah, not standing up for the staff, not standing up for their not
Sorry, I'm trying to get it set up. But anyway, go ahead.
not standing up for their teachers, not standing up for the staff. And yes, they wanted to make him take a fall. You're right, John White. I don't know where you get your information, but that's 100% right. The other principal was the Rata, the one that stole $30,000, at
Hey,
least 30,000.
you know what, man? Whatever happened to Bad Hombre?
I don't know what happened to Beto Hombre.
He had some great inside intel.
He had some great stuff, inside information. I was going like, damn, this guy or this chick. I don't even know. It might have been a chick that used, El Bad Hombre. You remember El Bad Hombre, Maggie?
Yes, I was always impressed at how impressed you were with El Bad Hombre.
I was, because a lot of the information that I knew was going like, how the hell does this guy know what the hell is going on? But it is what it is.
Or girl.
Or female. Yeah, I don't want to sound sexist, I don't want to get bashed by the females. No, I don't.
Yeah, and then you pause. That was a heavy pause.
Well, I was waiting for you to say
So I can
something.
give you the look.
You pause.
I was waiting for Maggie to say something like, well, yeah.
Oh, go on. Hey, so I was trying to watch it a little bit at the beginning while I was trying to log on. Did you guys forget McAllen? I think is another one of the school district that is also postponing till Monday. I know you're past that conversation, but
No, I don't mind going back to it. Is that just recent? Because the three districts that we found out were Port Isabel, San Benito, and Harlingen.
I thought I had seen McAllen on the news because they posted like both McAllen and Westlaco. Anyway,
I might be wrong. I don't think so yet. I think
Okay.
it's Westlaco, Port Isabel, and San Benito. But I might be wrong. I mean, at this point, there's probably other districts. But Maggie, my thing is at this point, I I mean, is it the right answer? Is it the right answer to postpone at this point? I mean, aren't we feeding in, Maggie, to the inefficiencies of not being prepared? Shouldn't someone have thought that this was going to hit this way?
you think? But you know what? And I actually, not to give in to John White and what John White says, in the past, I thought John was being, I don't know what the word would be, in that he thought we were all being, what's the word when you think everything is like Chicken Little?
Oh, the sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Yes. So, and this is me back when we were trying to decide whether to bring the kids in or not. I honestly thought we were going to have sick kids left and right, and we were going to have kids in the hospital left and right when we first brought kids back in. This time around, now I'm really wondering how many kids are going to get sick, because we came back and yes, people were out and about, but you got comfortable. We got comfortable because we've been vaccinated. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is anymore.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what the answer is anymore. And the truth of the matter is that I'm sort of done. I don't want the school to be late. I
I know you are. And one of the things that I think I was more worried about having sick and dead kids versus kids that were a year or two behind. Like that was always my thing was I'd rather my child be a year behind in education than get sick with COVID and have other issues. Having said that, now when we started with the kids being a year and a half later, the 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 delay in social skills is beyond me. Like I cannot believe how bad our kids have gotten, how behind they are, and how many other issues have come up, and all being because they were out of school for a year and a half. So I that's what I don't know what to do anymore other than it's worrisome that so today was good on our campus because instead of all of us meeting in the cafeteria like planned, they said go into your classrooms and then we're going to pull you out a group at a time. I know other campuses had their meetings via team, but tomorrow some of us are going to get to go virtual and some of us are not. And so to me that's worrisome because we had, from what I kind of got a gossipy on our campus, we had about 6 people that were COVID positive that were not on campus to begin with. So if we already have that many and the issue is going to be no subs, so when we don't have subs, we're going to have to break up the classes and put more kids in the classroom. I don't, I can't figure out what we should do. John White, maybe John White has the answer.
Well, let me say, uh,
Why would there be no subs though?
Say
Huh?
that again.
your
Why
microphone.
would there be no subs?
Because
Because
nobody wants to work.
Hold on.
nobody wants to work.
They don't have enough people to substitute. Like
No.
literally, they are having to put, let's say there's 5 teachers in one grade level, 2 are out. So now 5 classrooms are getting split up into 3 classrooms. So you've got kids, there's no room for them in the classroom. I don't know what the options are
There are no
because,
options.
huh?
There are no options. They're just going to pile up everybody, as many people as they can, into a classroom.
Yeah.
Vermilion, I got word from Vermilion. Vermilion had 20 people, 20 staff members, 20 people out
Out.
there. 20. Yeah.
Out.
COVID positive.
See, and then the other thing is, like I heard, Hannah had 17 teachers retire at the end of December. They had 17 that did not come back. And in December, I'd heard it was 15. Now we're at 17. And here's my thing. And I've been wanting, I mean, I haven't been on the show for a while and I actually have not been watching it very much at all because I've been spending time with family and holidays and all of that. I know you don't understand that, Erasmo, because
Not a bit.
I know you don't, but I'm a mom and my child wanted me around.
Patricia.
But my thing is, ya se me fue la onda. My thing is, I know what. Before we went out for vacation, and I've been wanting
That's
to come
weird.
on the show to say this, is that John White always says it. John White said it from the beginning. We need to get over ourselves and stop our whining and just suck it up. And HEB people don't get a chance to whine about it, and they still have to show up. Okay, fine, I understand. And we still, I think it was right before the Christmas break, something was posted about BISD, and John made a comment about it, but there was a woman who also made a comment and said, quit your whining. If you don't like your job, go find another one.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is people are leaving. Teachers are leaving and they are going to either find another one or retiring. And the problem with that is then what happens to our kids in the classroom? Because 1, you're going to have a teacher shortage. So you're going to have too many kids in the classroom. 2, the kids are not going to get the attention they need. And 3, you're going to have a lot of new teachers. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but you're going to have an offset, I think, of new teachers versus experienced teachers. And where is our educational system going to go if to begin with we're already behind?
Well, let me say, and you might disagree. I'm going to say the same thing that I've said for a long time. I think it's the parents' fault. And the reason that I think it's the parents' fault is that we've lost a lot of responsibility in regards to actually educating our kids. It is the parents' responsibility. And unfortunately, for far too long, they put the responsibility on, well, it's la ver qué le enseña la maestra, a ver qué le enseña la escuela. No, sir. It is your responsibility because you're the one that's supposed to sit with the kids at home in the evening and start talking about what they learned in school and start to reinforce of a lot of the material that was out there. And it's always and the part of and I've said this for a long, long time. Part of the problem is that the parents, when they get involved for the wrong reasons, and they go out.
Mm.
Es que mi hijito es un angelito, and
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't changed my stance, but I will agree with you that John White. Let me tell you, I don't think I ever say this. I'm out there with John White. I'm done.
No,
I'm
I know
done.
you are. I mean, and I keep hearing you say that, but at what point, this is the other thing I've been wanting to tell you, okay, you're done, but how much does that make a difference here or there? Because you're not going to wear a mask. Okay, so you're done. And I get it. We're tired. And
Tired.
what is it called? COVID tired. We're done. We're fed up with it. I
COVID
want to go
fatigue.
back to normal. I get it. But if we're not listening to the science hasn't changed. That's another one of my concerns that I have.
But the problem with the science, Maggie, is that it keeps on contradicting itself over and over
But
and over
I
again.
don't think they are. I think we're
And
learning
nobody,
as we go.
but no, and nobody's listening to the science, Maggie. No one is listening to the science because
No, I think
not
we
even
are.
the school district, not even the school district, because the district did not prepare, had no plan whatsoever.
I agree with you on that.
They didn't follow the trends. They were in no way proactive. And you know what? We spent hours on here screaming, get prepared for something. And it seemed that instead of being proactive, they all of a sudden were being reactive to anything we were saying.
Yeah.
Anything that we were saying. We were going to go out there and say, we'd say, it's blue. And they go, well, yeah, it's blue. Well, wait a minute. You should have known it was blue before I did. And my point, Maggie, is they should have been better prepared because they have a $585 million budget.
Agreed.
They have all the lawyers, Maggie, they have all the lawyers that they want. They have all the medical experts. They have every resource humanly imaginable. Plus, they got ESSER funds. Plus, they got Elon Musk money. Plus, they got all this stuff. And still, we're still, Maggie, I'm seeing emails going out today, Maggie, today, where the district's going like, well, we don't know what we're going to do. We don't know what's going to happen. So be prepared for anything. What do you mean be prepared for anything? You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, and I understand. And I understand the point of view and the fact that this is unprecedented as far as any of our lifetimes. Yes, it happened 100 years ago, but who was really around back then to see what happened? And even so, 100 years ago compared to now, the situation is completely different. I understand that we weren't prepared for what was going on. I understand the fact that we also thought by now we'd be done. I sure as hell thought, I sure as heck thought that we'd be done by now. But I agree in that too many of educators no one's listening to us, the peons, and we want communication and we want the ability to do input, and we don't get it. Okay, and I think that's unfortunate that no one listens to the peons.
But Maggie, okay, no one listens to the peons, Maggie. Okay, te la paso. Okay, but I'm going to get a little bit on the offensive side here.
Go ahead.
Why don't they walk out then?
Because because if you walk out, it's considered abandoning your job. Believe me, we talked about this.
But what's more important? Take a stand, do the Rosa Parks thing, take a stance and say, you know what? No, and listen to me.
No, but who can afford that? Nobody can afford that.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to take hits.
No, I get it.
And that's my issue, Maggie. My issue is, when are we going to do the Rosa Parks thing? When are we going to do I'm going to get thrown in jail. I'm going to take some hits. But, this is when are we going to stand on our principles? Because I talked to a lot of teachers out there that were like, oh, we're so scared, our health, our students and everything else. I said, like, well, then don't go. They said, oh, no, I have to make my car payment. Well, then you're putting your health. Then which one is it? Are you more concerned about your health, or are you more concerned about your damn car payment? Which one is it? You've got to make a choice.
No, and I understand what you're saying too, because that's one of the things that some of AOBE administrators say is you have a lot of teachers that call and complain, but then they don't do anything else. They don't follow through. When AOBE is telling us, contact your board members, contact your administration, a lot of teachers like, ¿pa qué? They're not going to listen to us.
It's the
Well,
brown.
yeah, if 10 of us email, they're not
But
going
how
to
come
listen
they
to
don't do that
us.
on your guys' behalf?
Say that again.
How come they don't do that on your behalf?
They do. But okay, so this is back at the very beginning when Ida Abeldaño went to the board and made complaints. And I think it was the superintendent, somebody, one of the main office administrators said, well, it's just you. It's just a few teachers.
Yeah.
So
But
even though they're representing us, I don't think they really think this many teachers are upset. I
no,
don't know.
let me. I'm going to jump into Peppermint Patty says Erasmo. If I walk out, no one will follow. It's like you being the lone voice in the wilderness. I understand that, Peppermint
Yeah.
Patty, but you're talking about a unique individual. No one, and as arrogant as this may sound, guys, no one in the city of Brownsville, no, I don't think no one in the valley does what Erasmo Castro does. No one.
Yeah.
There can be only one. The issue, Peppermint Patty, is that you are 6,700. 6,700. But what Maggie says is true. You go to the board meetings and all you see is the same 4 or 5 people from AOBE.
Yeah.
Where's the rest? Where's everyone else?
And the same ones from Best and the same ones from Taft. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, no. Something's got to change. And the change comes with trying to switch mentalities. But el problema, and let me tell you, ¿dónde está este loco, the one that doesn't like Maggie? ¿Cómo se llama?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Big Daddy knows this for a fact. Huh? Besides Big Daddy?
No, Big Daddy was Royal.
No. Big Daddy doesn't like me, Sam.
No, Big Daddy doesn't like Roman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, me.
No, yes. It's what's his name? Ray doesn't like Royal doesn't like Roman. But
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's there. Big Daddy doesn't like you. But what Big Daddy says is true. Big Daddy shared with me, man, Asmo. Some of the teachers went out there and were going like, yeah, it's there. We voted against Erasmo. And we're like, you just shot yourself in the damn foot. You shot yourself in the damn foot. Because at the end of the day, guys, I mean, look at what you voted for. You voted for crap. And you got crap. I mean, 60% of the people in Brownsville voted for crap. And that's why we have individuals that are not being proactive in any way, shape, or form. I mean, when the hell, Maggie, have you heard of a district that goes and photoshops the cover of the Houston plan book and says this is the Brownsville plan book? Because at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's behind, guys. I don't give a rat's behind. Nothing. You cannot compare Houston ISD to BISD.
Here's the thing though, because I joined Facebook groups for like librarians and teachers to see what other people are saying around the United States and around the world. And unfortunately, it's not just BISD. There's a lot of unhappy educators that are leaving the profession because we're no longer allowed to just teach. So it's not, I'm surprised actually, because when I started looking into it, but there's a lot of very unhappy educators. And that's my concern, is that if you're losing so many people that are in the field because of the love they have for the profession, and because they don't feel the respect that is just deserved for the amount of education that we put into it ourselves, the amount of work that we put into it ourselves, both preparing to be educators, and then once we become educators, how much we continue to put into our own profession. If you don't have enough people who love the vocation, you're going to lose the quality of education.
I agree 100%. But you know what? At the end of the day, right now, where is the quality of education?
It's not. All we're doing is testing kids. All we're doing is trying to evaluate where they're at, and we're not getting a chance to test.
But let me say, this is something that was going on even before COVID, Maggie. People
were, to some degree, yes.
Yes, and now it's just like aspirated because of the COVID situation and everything else is going on. The teacher aide admitted to grabbing the kid when he was jumping on the desk, but then she didn't allow her to be interviewed by investigators. Well, yes, because the Burns principal screwed up and is trying to cover her own ass. It's that simple. But yeah, I look, and my thing is, I'm the one that always gets the butt of the information in regards to, well, Erasmo, help us out.
Yeah.
Guys, it would have been so much better if we would have been
Easier.
helping, if we would have been helping out from the inside.
Yeah.
So much better. Because let me tell you, would not have put up with the crap that a lot of the individuals out there are putting up with today, with feeling like cute little redhead girl out there, feeling that the people at the Glass Paris do not care, and there's shows such great contempt for most of the workers at BIC, if not all of the workers for BIC, because at the end of the day, they don't care. And look, and it's not something new, guys. It's not something new, because people know that the superintendent went out there and said they just don't want to work. They're
Mhm.
out there at the malls, they're out there everywhere else. If I can keep safe, they can keep safe. The difference was that the superintendent is in an office as big as mine by himself, and you're
Mhm.
asking staff to go out there in classrooms with 20, 30 plus students all
Mhm.
bunched up together. And now, because there are few teachers going back or many teachers retiring and no substitutes, then you're going to have to double up. There's no other solution unless you have the janitors, the custodial workers, which are great people, out there teaching class.
Well, that's another thing. Is like, for example, at our campus, we're supposed to have 4 custodians. We've been without one for about 6 weeks. So we're down to
What?
3.
But don't you have the $1 million disinfecting machine?
Come on. It's unfortunate because sorry, Sam, I came in and just like ran over and took over the
No, no,
argument.
no, it's totally fine. Totally fine.
No, and my other
It's fine.
concern is the same thing. Is this is the other field that I think we're going to lose a whole ton of people is the medical field, because that's another thing that I've been hearing is doctors and nurses are getting tired of people
Done.
not taking responsibility and getting vaccinated, and they're getting overwhelmed and they're tired, and that's another field that I think we're going to be short. So I don't know.
JC's right. Bien guapo,
¿Estás bien
Erasmo.
guapo?
It's true. I love you, JC. You know that, Papa. This guy's always been good to me. I love you, Papa. You know that. Uh, the district should prepare for an increase in absenteeism. Kids are going to be out, and the worst part is the teachers can't move forward with too many kids out.
Yeah.
Look, my guys, this year is shut. It's over. Last year is over. There's going to be this void in regards to the educational process that parents are just going to have to get off their butts and start you know becoming part of the
Par-
game.
Parenting.
Yeah,
I don't know. And it's like nationwide because I was listening to CNN or Fox News. I don't remember which one because I do listen to both. And they were talking about how the children that we have in the educational system right now um, are not only falling behind academically, but we're going to have a lot of social, emotional anxiety issues. And that's my concern is how do we make it better? And
well,
I don't know.
but again, you're talking when you're talking, and I get the oh well, what about their emotional and their sentimental and all this? I get that. Again, it goes back to the parents, Maggie. Parents are the ones that teach.
But it's
The parents are
no,
the
I
ones that are
know. I know
supposed
what
to
you're
lift up.
saying, but even myself as an educator, you get home and you're tired. And it's hard to keep up with. I would love to have had 4 to 6 kids. That was the plan. I mean, seriously, wanted to go out there and procreate. But I was only blessed with one. And I don't even know how I would have managed that many kids. Sam, how many kids do you have? 3?
5.
I knew that question was coming up.
Sorry, Sam. I just thought about it right now.
No, it is a total of 5.
So, yeah, I don't know how you do it. Trying to keep up with all
But
the
what I was
kids.
gonna say, I'm like, I know that, but a lot of been talking to the other parents, and I know that they also do like homeschooling. They've been switching over to homeschooling, but not many people have that option of being able to homeschool their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
it's in a
wait,
tough spot, and then people are going to be kids nowadays are going to be now behind 2 years because of the whole COVID thing.
yeah, but you
So,
know,
or is that going to put all the students once they graduate, as it is, students were graduating and still not knowing the bare basics. Now
exactly.
with 2 years, less than
Why
two
did
years,
yeah, but why does it matter?
it's going to be
What
much worse.
it's not gonna Sam. It's not gonna matter unless we change the curriculum. I mean, if we keep on teaching the same crap, we're still going to get individuals that leave. I mean, look, guys. Con todo respeto, I love my friend that sent in the post from that medical school out there. And I appreciate my students sending in posts. Great, keep on sending them in, guys. Guys, let me tell you, it's very telling the way a lot of high school students are out there writing. It's kind of embarrassing, guys. These are high school kids and they don't know how to write. And that's an issue. And these guys are in medical school, the medical school. And I mean, I know that you shouldn't be able to, scribble and not understand your writing, but you're supposed to know how to proper grammar and spelling. And I'm tripping out that a lot of our high school students are not very good writers out there. And that has to do because we've sort of lost a lot of the old style of teaching. We're not out there reading big old books like Dante. We're not out there reading the poets, the classics. We're not in school. I remember when they used to give us these big old damn
Now it's
books,
more
Maggie.
copy and paste.
Yeah, that's all it is. Now we used to get the big old fat books, the Moby Dick, big thick dick, Moby Dick. We used
Yes.
to, and we'd have to read that crap. Kids don't read Moby Dick anymore. It's not the kind of dick that they get, and
How
that's
do you
just
always manage to like go right into the canal?
it sucks. It sucks.
Say the exact same sentence talking about Great Expectations.
It was the best of times. It was
No,
the
that's
worst of
not.
That's a
times.
book I started reading a lot.
Which one?
Maggie,
That was my
Maggie,
book when I was in high school.
Great
Maggie,
Great
Expectations.
Expectations.
Maggie's just surprised that I actually know about books.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
my favorite books.
always. I'm always surprised.
Hello, Erasmo.
I don't know, Erasmo. We can't find all the answers to it.
No, but what I'm going at, guys. Scrap these 2 years, cut off the curriculum, and get the people at the curriculum department to actually do their damn job. I mean, goodness gracious, you've got
Yeah, but some people were actually like in their last 2 years of high school, and they were like already like in their
oh,
some people were taking what are they called the dual enrollment courses already with the colleges
but
and already taking like
yeah, but
uh
the last year,
something that's like
but
advanced courses, AP
no, the
courses.
last year of high school is just bull crap. The last year of high school is just electives and slacking off and going out there and dressing up for prom and stuff like that. Nobody learns anything the last
Yeah,
year.
if you were like in Porter back in the 80s,
That's
yes.
what I was gonna say. For some
But
students,
I think nowadays some
yeah,
students actually try to achieve that top 5%, top 10%. That way you can get into certain universities and stuff. And I do believe there's quite a bit of students here in Brazil that try to achieve towards that, and it is possible. Not There is a whole lot of students that are just skipping and they're just trying to finish high school, but there are some students that are trying to get those extra courses or at least finish off with an associate's or
yeah,
some sort of certification.
Yeah, but what happens when you've got a board like Los Fresnos, where if you put every single college hour of the board members in Los Fresnos, it doesn't even add up to an associate's degree.
is that how bad it is?
That's how bad it is.
Okay, so who are our options coming up? Victor
I don't know,
Caballero's
but
one of the options coming up. Erasmo,
What?
who are our options coming up? Victor Caballero's one of our options coming up.
Let me say, look. I like Victor Caballero. I like Mr. Ortiz, and everyone knows I like Marisa Leal. Those are the three individuals that have already thrown their hat in the ring. They said we're running. Let me say, guys, I like these three people. I like them, but I am not going to go out there and support them. Not even Marisa, and
Not any of them?
not yet. And let me finish. I love Marisa. She knows this, but let me say, guys, for me, it's personal. It's business, and I'm not going to go do something that I preach against. And I do not want individuals going out there and supporting individuals until we know what all candidates are going to throw their hat in the ring, Maggie. Because I'm sorry, if we get 6, 7 candidates out there in the seat that Marisa runs in, I want to vet every single candidate. I want to vet them all, and I've known Marisa since junior high, high school. Doesn't
So
matter to me.
you're not willing to support any one of those three until you know everybody who's running against each
Yes,
other, because you want
yes,
to wait to see who else does the ring. Because the
yes.
one Marisa I know is a hard worker. From what I've seen and when I met her, I know she's a hard worker. Mr. Ortiz, I've never in 20 something years in school district ever heard anything negative about him, but I don't know him professionally. And Mr. Caballero, the one thing I've always heard is that he stood up all last year at meetings and defended the administrators,
Yeah.
the
Again,
principals.
that is why great guys, all of them, all three. I want to wait. I want to wait till the deadline to
What's the
register.
deadline?
The deadline is going to be in, I don't know, summer of next year. I think April or May. We're going to wait till the dead. I want to wait till the deadline and say, let me see who's running, and let me have conversations with them, guys. What are you going to do for the district? And again, I don't care how long they've been at BISD. I don't care how long. And look, I've heard the same thing about Ortiz and even Mr. Caballero. And again, I've heard that they're Minerva's candidates. I've heard the run out there, the people talking about there. I don't care. I want to give them a fair shake. I want to give every single one of those candidates out there, except the crap that we have right now. I'm sorry. Denise La Muerta de Hambre has to go. Drew Brown has to go, and I'm sorry, Dr. Prissy Roca Tipton, you got to go. You were cuatachas with Sylvia Atkinson. You voted with Sylvia Atkinson, and then all of a sudden you turned a great leaf as soon as the last year of your term came along. I don't buy it, and I don't believe it. So I want to make sure that we met every single candidate out there and make sure that we go out there together and support the right candidates. But let me tell you what's going to happen, Maggie. If let's say you say, well, and again, and I love Marisa, nothing against Marisa, and I hope nobody takes this out of context. What if we go like, yeah, Marisa's the one, and all of a sudden, I don't know, we get an Erasmo Castro running in that seat, And again, I'm not going to, but what we like, oh man, wait a minute, but we've already promised support for Marisa, but we've got Erasmo who's super amazing, What are you going?
Or
You know what I'm trying to say?
Wonder Woman.
Or Wonder
Yeah, no,
Woman.
I understand what you're trying to say, but I love the fact that you throw yourself in there as the better candidate.
Well, yeah, because it's true.
It could
As a
be
kicker.
Aquaman. I mean, it could be some other random person. It could be John White. But
Yeah.
it cracks me up that you throw yourself in there all the time. Sorry, that's my distraction. You lost me, squirrel.
Andan de galletitas aquí en tu a la mera hora. No one shows up to pro. Yeah, that's what
Yes,
happens.
and you're absolutely right. We don't have enough people stand up and go do something about it.
That's right.
That was your
55
argument
people on
earlier,
YouTube.
and I meant to tell you, yes, I agree.
55 people on YouTube, like that damn page, please. Did he just say the stupid city of Brownsville?
He
Did I
says
say that?
stupid everything, Yvette. Let it go.
He could
Throws it
have.
in there.
Minerva, yeah, trust me. Minerva sent $5.
Your wife on the one with the wedding page.
He might have. I'm thinking he said stupid people of Brownsville.
Oh, that might be better.
When they're like the non-voters. That's who we were referring to.
I don't, Yvette.
No,
he
but
insults everyone left and right. You just gotta go with it.
No, but let's save it. Okay, and I hope you're still on it. But let's say I did say the stupid city of Brownsville. Well, what do we got? We've got politicians that are pocketing your money, and you think that's kind of bright? You've got ordinances that benefit the rich and the elite and not the normal people, and you think that's kind of on the intellectual side? It's stupid. The ordinances that are in play are stupid. The mayor, Trix Mendex, stealing your money is stupid. People going out there and saying, what a good job you're doing, mayor. It's pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid. So what other word would you want me to use if that's not a word that you care for? It's pretty stupid. No, wait, my man. And anyone wonder where the Delta variant and the flu season went? No. They vote like a child looking for a cereal box with the best toy inside, but you buy the wrong one and then you complain that they didn't get the toy they wanted. Maggie? There it is.
Yeah, it's a good point.
More people are killed in Cameron Park in the last 2 weeks than died from COVID in the last 2 weeks.
Yes, but if you get it and you're at home sick, you can't do anything, go out and work. That's the problem.
Los sueldos bien buenos para los tickets, pero eso no agarra ni el COVID los canijos. So you're saying that the Paquita song, Rata de dos Pacas, was made for BISD? I think it was made for Cameron County. Maggie, we missed you. You are the heart of this
Hey,
show.
I've heard recently for the
Thanks,
sorry
Peppermint
to
Patty.
interrupt. I heard recently for the COVID-19, the best way is just Cowboys jersey because you don't catch anything with that.
The best way is what?
Cowboys jersey because you don't catch anything with that.
Sam, you really got to work on your microphone.
Sorry.
We're losing your punchlines because of your crappy microphone. Speak for yourself, Lucy. Maggie's
I don't know what I did to piss Big Daddy off, but anyway.
Hey, Maggie. Hey, Sam. Hey, whatever your name is. Oh.
Hey, Frankie.
I'm the one that still has a show.
Come back, Frankie.
Hello from home, Woodstock. My sister says, I love her. We should go eat before. Yes, please. Tomorrow. I look it up at the Live Eddie. There's a dictionary. I was waiting for him to say something.
I
don't know what that means. Okay.
Classes.
Somebody's putting up a link.
Just started classes for the BSD, for the school districts.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't think Brownsville's out there. Or McAllen. Good evening, all. Miss Maggie, happy New Year. Y'all have a good night. Good night, Snoopy. Adios.
Snoopy's going to bed.
Santa Rosa, also moving date. Thank you.
That's another one.
Corona, Delta, Omicron. Wondering what the next virus name will be. I think
Isn't it? Didn't it already hit England?
La Ingla.
It has a different name, like N1 something.
Why can't people from main office go sub?
Right?
Can you imagine what's her name? La Lambenachas de la Minerva, ¿cómo se llama? Rose.
Stop it.
Rose, what's her name? Can't remember her last name.
I'm not saying.
Huh?
I'm not saying.
Because then who gets the lunch money?
Maggie is correct. Finally, you see the light. Kids are not getting the COVID that bad. The new COVID is more a common cold, but more dangerous has been done to the students by not going to school. Actually, and I disagree in regards to more damage has been done to kids by not going to school. I think kids are whiners, man. And I think part of the problem is that a lot of parents, they fall for that crap. I'm sorry. Look, Maggie, I know kids, and I know you disagree. I know that there's kids out there that they continued with their studies. They continue to hit the books because it is in their habit. They were going to go out.
Yes,
they're going to succeed no matter what the circumstances. And John, why don't we want that type of student? Don't we want stupid students? I didn't say stupid. What's your name, Yvette or something? Don't we want students out there that are actually going to, find a solution to the problem and not all of a sudden fall into the, well, it's because I didn't go to school because of COVID.
John, I don't know what the answer is anymore, because honestly, for the longest time, I was just really concerned about how many kids we were going to lose as far as, thank you, Oscar, as far as health-wise, as far as whether they died because of COVID or whether they were for the rest of their lives affected. And that was the one thing I kept saying about my child was I would rather my child lose a whole school year and have to repeat the school year versus be in the hospital with COVID. Having said that, again, it's not that it wasn't the right thing to do because we didn't know where it was going. I think it's just that now I don't know how to fix this.
No, and Gracie is right. Gracie has been very, very vocal because it's hit so close to home. Very, very vocal. Trying to warn everyone out there, like, let's get ready for something. And they got ready for nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
And we were saying that the whole time, Erasmo. when we were coming out, when I was telling you we were coming out, was that we wanted communication, we wanted information, and we're back to that again.
Most parents, and Maggie knows this from the school that she's at, don't care about their children's education. Most parents just use the school as a daycare and not a place for education.
I would not say most parents. I would agree some parents,
A
but
big
I
chunk
would
of
not
parents.
say most parents.
I would say a big old chunk of parents.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I would not say most. And not necessarily this, I don't know. I don't think our school is, I don't
The
think that's the
percentage,
problem at
like the
Canales.
non-voters,
What? Your microphone?
the percentage is up there with the non-voters.
Exactamente. And she
Like the
and that
parents that don't.
yeah, and you're right. And
Yeah.
that's exactly where it comes, Sam. That 90 that 90%, that 88% of the individuals out there, those people, I think they're out those que te valga, pues qué
The
hacemos?
uninvolved.
Not involved. Drive you off the wall. Yeah, people need to step up and start taking care of their own 100%. And that's what if I walk out, no one will follow. It's like you being the lone. Oh, I already did that one. I read that one actually. That's how bad. That's how far behind we are in the comments.
Why
I'm
am I
going to
getting a Christmas card?
because you saw the light. You
Because
started.
I saw the light. I don't necessarily agree with
But
you,
next year,
John. I
though,
just see
I've
what you were
seen.
coming from.
I've
While I
seen.
disagreed with you for a very long time.
I've seen individuals being tested positive the next day negative. What the hell? What are they doing? Giving mixed results, and that's how the data corrupted. My God, we're so behind in comics. This Maggie, whether they believe that many teachers are upset or not, they could care less. The uh, contempt shown to teachers is amazing.
Yeah.
Some of your viewers blame Biden when Obama left a plan book for something like this, but the past administration tossed that plan book away. Don't care about Obama. AOB sucks. They're not helping to support the teachers that from Burns that is being falsely accused of assault of a child. Any more teachers send AOBs for nothing. Any money teachers
I
send.
disagree. And I had talked to AOB about it and had asked, and they said they hadn't had any teachers say anything. So I'm just going to say that I don't think it's necessarily AOBE. I think it's like what Erasmo says, is not enough people stand up.
The
Or
contain.
some people did, but then I don't know. I'm not in the situation. I better not say anything.
I'll say something. Let me say, guys, I'm going to blame the people at the Glass Palace because they know what's going on. They do everything in their power to make sure that they cover up for the crap that happens at the campus. And at the end of the day, to all those teachers out there at Burns, all those 40 individuals that signed that vote of no confidence letter, let me tell y'all right now, they don't care about you. And they don't care about you. You're there today and you'll be gone tomorrow, and they could care less. They don't. They only care about their position, their job, and keeping their sport happy. And this is one of the least educated boards that we've ever had at the school district. And again, for them, it's all about them. It's never about the children, and most definitely not about the staff. The contempt shown to teachers is palpable, and even in the face of many of them leaving, they still refuse to listen. They don't care. Maggie, oh, Minerva loves you, Maggie. So many teachers are positive for COVID-19. Too many.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you also. So I'm driving home this evening and there's a long line. I've already heard about the long lines at down Central Boulevard, Paredes,
Horrible.
and
Frontage
was
Road.
it 802 or Alton Glore?
Frontage Road, Alton Glory, everywhere, Maggie.
Well, the frontage road, I thought it was people lining up to go into stilettos.
That was me.
And then I realized it was that health center, that the clinic that's right before stilettos. I'm like, oh, that's where everybody's trying to get into. That's scary to see that many. And then drove by CVS and it had a long line too.
You finally got rid of Gabriel, dude. Se la pasaba hablando del arte.
Ah,
I like Gabriel. BIZ will not cancel classes. It's all about the money. Money, 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 money. Sup, viejo estúpido. Hey, John White, how do you know that information?
John White knows.
He knows.
He's
Do you have any
connected.
information on the teacher suspended because she was forging other teacher signatures against the principal. Oh, this is another side of the story. I think at least the 40 individuals that did sign the letter of no confidence have been confirmed, but I'm not sure, Aldo Ray. False news, Aldo Ray. Yes, I agree. Sup, Milton Aviles. Even though the CBD, what am I thinking of? CDC approved boosters for 12 to 0s. The VISD health services can't give those because they're too busy testing. They can't do vaccines. Yeah, and then again, they have to train their nurses, and they can't train their nurses because they just thought of it today.
That's sad.
But true. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Yes.
Amen.
Do we know how much was spent on those Christmas parties? Did Jessica ever look into it? She is. They care about Christmas parties is all. But remember that they have to wait 10 días hábiles. And it's been Christmas and it's been New Year's, so there haven't been días hábiles. Plus, they're probably going to send it to Attorney General. Love you, Sam. Erasmo, you were quoting A Tale of Two Cities. I know it was. Like they say, why read the book when you could just watch the movie?
Because the book is better.
New hairstyle? No.
Don't underestimate the man.
Don't vote for your friends. Vote for the best candidate. How will they change? Exactamente. That's my stance. Guys, I cannot go against that, which I've already preached to people about. Don't go vote for your friends. Make sure you vet all candidates and pick the best candidate. Hey, Daddy. Yeah, let me tell you, there's very little I wouldn't do for $5. La Carcacha. They told me her name, and some teachers say she is a piece of crap. Yvette is hot. She is kind of hot, let me tell you. Maggie, you should run.
No.
That'd be interesting.
No.
That's a hard pass.
Yeah. No.
Truly, you should run for board, Maggie.
No.
That'd be interesting. Oh,
no,
crap.
I'm not quick on my feet. I can tell you that.
Minerva sent another $5.
Did she really?
Yeah, I love you, Minerva. Please come more often.
Must be doing something right.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't gotten no complaints as of recent. But then again, I've been by myself.
Go on.
By the way, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, Aldo. Love you, Papa. You mean like how the kids were running and jumping to the desk and wouldn't get off? The teacher grabbed him by the right arm and pulled him off. John White's informed.
Yeah.
Love you too, Minerva. Keep on sending money. Vote for Maggie for the Live Eddie board.
Ray won't let it go.
The teacher wasn't even in the room when it happened. Hey, John White, how much are you getting paid to say all that crap? Or you are the accused teacher? I like AOB. They do a good job. Oh, we got a cat fight. AOB isn't helping him at all, yet they took his money. I did not know, and I'll check actually. I did not think that the teacher was an AOBE member, but I'll find out. Can I say that? Yeah, not an isolated incident. More teachers were accused, and not only on Burns campuses. Look into the previous campus where she was. I think she, unlike school, only leads to cheating and laziness for most students. Only a couple are problem solvers and want to succeed. Students need to be in class. There is no teacher to teach them. That's exactly right. That's the problem. Where are the teachers? And look, and then a lot of times you go like, well, let's just do the sub thing.
Yeah.
Where are the subs?
Hey, but how do they do it in the universities? Mostly online.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to. It's either you're paying for it, and that's the difference between public education and where you pay education. Because once you start paying for it, they don't give a rat's ass if you get on or not. You know?
True.
Love you, Noe. Hello, independent studies. Train yourself, teach yourself, and achieve success. Yeah, that's something that you learn in chess. I don't work for BISD. The students need to be in school. The kids in upper elementary can't even read. If the students logged in virtually, they wouldn't be so behind. And let me say, guys, for a lot of people out there that were going out there, es que mi hijo no entiende eso del Chromebook y la computadora. I'm going like, huh? Really? They're on the iPad all day.
That's a lie.
They're not on the iPad all day?
He's saying not all
If they're able
kids,
to
not his
download
kids.
Roblox,
I'm offended.
no. If they're able to download Roblox and other programs, other games, they're able to use Google Classroom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Control and
kids nowadays are tech savvy, tech savvy.
more than me, and I spend all day online. Most all day. Tutorial and extra days are definitely free to care. Okay,
My
Maggie
baby uses a tablet and she's one.
Maggie knows for a fact that I actually work.
I saw it today.
You know, I didn't get paid today. I didn't make any money today.
That was just for free.
Well, they'd already paid.
Oh, okay.
They're giving fake negative results so they can close the city down. More money, more money, more money. Let me tell you, I wouldn't mind another Papi Trump check. You just better hope that you do not need AOB one day because they will not be there for you.
John.
John, be nice.
John, they were.
So if they're not helping, that means something else happened. The parent got involved. Guys, I want to finish off with the comments and end this night because we're already at 10:30.
Yikes. Sorry. Didn't mean to make it longer.
No, it's all right. Question: you all had Miguel Escobar? No. Isn't he the guy that like?
No, somebody didn't keep up with the comments.
Sorry, Oscar. I love you. Oscar, if you could set it up for me, that'd be great. But I think isn't he the guy that went on like a little tangent or something?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yes. Kind of scrawny guy.
Yeah, I support Maggie. You see? Very few students want to educate themselves. Yeah, because again, parents. Any change?
I don't think so. I think it's innate. I think it's just some kids are born with that self push, and some are not. Some need it.
Let me tell you, Maggie.
It's whatever attracts them. To be honest.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I was born with a chancla generation. Wasn't much of an option there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some of them need it. Some.
Well, let me, and I'm. Should I ask something? I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. I don't care, Maggie.
Is
it theory didn't work because
is it weird that back then when we all were growing up, you didn't hear that much of all these cases with all this Ritalin and ADHD and all this other stuff?
I wonder about that because is it the number of population that has grown also? So that's why the percentage grows?
No, it's the pussification.
No, I know it's the number of identification was not there. I know that. I know that a lot of kids who needed to have been identified were not, and the chancla was used on them inappropriately.
I'm going to think it's a pussification.
I know what you're saying because I know what you're saying because our generation, a lot of our parents were like, if you got in trouble at school, you were going to get it worse at home. Y vale más que no vengan a quejarse de ti conmigo. Like, you better not put me in a bad presentation. And that's not necessarily how my parents were, but my parents were always there at school wanting to know how we were doing. And yeah, I better not get in trouble at school because I was going to get it at home too.
Yep.
And they didn't necessarily listen to my point of view. It was what the teacher said went. I know that's a whole different generation, and I know that's brought issues now. But I do think a lot of kids were not getting the medication, the attention, not necessarily as much as now. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, go finish the comments.
My theory on that was that parents back then, since they couldn't help you at all because their level of education was just up until first or second grade because they grew up in a rancho. So all they knew what to do was just smack them until it straightens up and until he got to learn. And that's why nowadays, how are parents going to be teaching kids if their level of education was just high school or the level of education was just associates? I'm just comparing that to like back then when it was like third grade level, second grade level. How are they going to help you with some nowadays calculus, algebra, and stuff like that? But yes,
All
some
right.
kids do get out of line, but that's the behavior issues, and some just soften it up. But that's another day.
Happy birthday to you.
Was it today?
Happy birthday to you.
How do you know?
They told me this morning. I just hadn't thought about it. I mean, I was actually busy. Happy birthday in jail, federal pen,
Did it come up on your Facebook post?
Sylvia Atkinson. No. Happy birthday to you. No, someone sent me a message this morning. Hey, it's Sylvia's birthday. They sent it earlier, and right now a friend of mine, mendigo Carlos, sends me, cántale a Silvia, perro infeliz. Pero, and he knows that I'll do it. But it's good that she's locked up. Maggie, are you on campus tomorrow or going to another place for your training?
I have to go to another place in the afternoon.
This past weekend, we couldn't fill Sam's antibiotic prescription issue because so many people had tested positive. They were instructed to go find another pharmacy that might have it. See, that is I find concerning.
Yeah.
Because too many people out there are getting tested that probably should not be getting tested. If you're uni, you want to learn and succeed. Yeah. College doesn't care if you go to class or not, or you don't go to class. As long as the check clears, it's the only thing that matters. 100%. Erasmo, let's go. Let's go. Let's set red on your show. Set red on your show.
I don't know what that means.
Do you want us to be on your red show? Most of those ADHD.
Like Zona Roja?
Wow. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. No teachers beat the ADHD out of you. Yep. They need a good ass whooping. I think so too. I was never identified having ADHD, and I know for a fact that I have it since I teach. It's so hard to focus, but then again, I was never identified. Parents, no. You should have gotten more chanclazos. What should have happened? I know who Woodstock is, and Woodstock needs more chanclazos. Maggie,
No.
words.
No last words. I never have any last words.
Frankie, Sammy.
Hey, with that note, you know,
I miss you, Frankie.
no
Guys, have a great evening. We've been on for an hour and 40
no words.
minutes. How full are the hospitals right now? You know what? I haven't gotten any information in regards to how bad the hospitals. We haven't gotten any information. The only information we got was the number of positives that came out to Cameron County, which were 1,200 and some. No word. But I'm going to guess that the hospitals are going to be jam-packed this week. Jam-packed. Guys, have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all that crap, I do not. Guys, as of right now, BISD, go to school on Wednesday. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But as of right now, Wednesday's the day. Guys, have a great evening. Guys, be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. God bless.